you listen to me real good. I've told you once, I said it 1,000 times. You get out of those pagan, satanic, religious, Christian churches. Christians do not follow the commandments of the Bible. Christians do what they want to do. They make up their own laws, their own rules, and their own regulations. Come out of her, my people, and come out from among them. And it's real simple and easy to ascertain who are these people you need to come out from. Easy. Number one, if they keep Sunday, that's an automatic sign that you need to not have any fellowship with these commandment-breaking, wicked deceivers and seducers and bewitchers of the truth. Simple. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. The King is coming. Welcome to the Straitway Truth radio broadcast by way of Blog Talk Radio. We've been doing this here for over 10 years. Blog Talk Radio. 2012. Yeah, it's been a little while. And we're here live and direct. We thank the Father. We've actually because we always look around to see if we can find a better platform, but we hadn't found anything that's got a better switchboard and operation than Blog Talk after all these years. Just ain't nothing come up, is it? Nothing. There's nothing don't come up. Literally nothing. Nothing comes up. I bless each and every last one of you, and Shabbat Shalom to all of Israel out there. Oh boy, teacher, what a dead season!
Oh yeah.
What a dead season.
Thank y'all for it.
Sometimes I want to ask, are y'all damn Israelites out of your mind?
True.
I mean, it's like, I've always said that when people have too much time on their hand, they sin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Idle.
They sin. Yeah. Because you ain't got time for sinning. Too damn busy. I ain't got time for sinning. I damn sure ain't got time for sinning.
Most High's business on
man, it's like when we're in this dead season and the sun is going down, people just act like Count Dracula, go damn stark raving mad. I'm serious, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you, man, where's the love of y'all at nowadays? All right, just for a brief moment here, I want to bring clarity, and I want to state the ministry's position. But before we get started, Brother Steve and Sister Wenda has out the biblical calendar. Could you give that to someone, please? Tell her to oil that up for me. Brother Steve and Sister Wenda has out the Hebrew calendar. If you go on Facebook, you can actually you can get the calendar already. 1 for 20, 2 for 30. And I tell you, you may go out here to Walmart or wherever other places and buy some of these cheap calendars. I guarantee you they're nowhere near the quality and with the information and that has been put into these. Our calendars are superior. As a matter of fact, I gotta make sure, Mother Carol, make sure you make a reminder for me to actually make a video plug on YouTube, Facebook, Patreon, and everything, so that people can expedite doing whatever they can, because we got our own website, Holy Days Calendar, holydayscalendar.com. You can go there and purchase the calendar, and Brother Steve and Sister Wenda will get them right out to you. And of course, Brother Steve sent about 20 of those calendars here to Straitway. Send about 20 of those calendars here to Straitway. Thank you. About 20 of those calendars here to Straitway, and we'll get them out to the saints here on the community and everything. But man, I tell you, we have so many people that does so many things for the ministry. It's a blessing to have these Israelites as family, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a blessing to have these Israelites as family. They help out so much.
Good servants.
Yeah, you can say that again, my brother. That's a word we don't usually hear too much of nowadays, isn't it? Servants. And mind you, I want to remind all of us that we differ nothing from a servant.
Yeah. Yes.
All of us are servants.
Beautiful thing.
People don't understand that people in authority are literally servants. That's what we are. We are literally servants. And, and most people, excuse me, they don't comprehend the level of servitude. That servants have a greater responsibility, just like husbands have a greater responsibility in the family than wives do. And wives, or Ishayas, better start using the right terminology, Ishayas have a greater responsibility in the family than children.
Yes.
That's just the way it is. And so that means that the Most High Yah, in all of his wonderful wisdom that he has had and continue to keep having towards us, has greater wisdom. Now, I have not forgotten. As a matter of fact, you see that calendar up there, don't you, teacher?
It done filled up more.
Yeah, that's why I've been every day this week. I'm telling you, man, it's off the chain. And you know, we live so far out that anytime I go 1 hour past this community right here, you can count the whole day gone.
Yeah.
Whole day's pretty much gone.
Yeah.
We are in the season right now where we're gearing up for all the building. See, right now is the time to buy building materials and to store it, because it's going to be a hell of a lot more cheaper now than it would be in the spring and summer when people start, because they almost double the prices on some things.
It's wise, very wise.
And I remember I was talking with Elder Doug today, and one of the greatest quotes he could get on an 8-inch cinder block was $1.80 a block. That's the greatest quote. I said, man, the days of 80 cents and 88 cents, like I pay for these blocks right here, them days are gone.
Yeah.
Today, I was able to come across a deal, the best one I've seen yet. I was able to buy 2,500 cinder blocks, 8-inch cinder blocks for $1.38 a block.
Woo! That's not bad.
And that's bad when you call that a deal. That's bad when you call that a deal.
Better in these times, yeah.
And I tell you, like I said, we're getting geared up. The winter time is the opportune time to buy building material and to store it as much as you can, so that you don't have to do much ripping and running, because there's going to be times that you're going to make a bad cut, you're going to fall short, but it sure is you sure have a whole lot less levied against you when you don't have to go buy 5 or 10 boards as opposed to paying that premium price for all the for the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, preparation. Be ready. Yes.
We still got a lot of building to do. Last year, the Roman year of 2019, I probably ran more, did more concerning ministry-wise than I've ever did in any previous year, all the days of my life. I was pretty much almost like a ghost away from here straightway. You know what I mean?
The latter part, yeah.
I mean, you damn near preached almost half the year. You preached a lot. You and the elders, y'all preached a lot, man. I was gone. And good. We need preachers. Mercy me, I tell you. But we accomplished a lot. We got a lot established, and we still rolling. We're going to get a lot of closure. This year is the year of closure on a lot of these buildings we have vacant around here, because we're going to be moving people around. And once we get everybody a straightway settled and stuff, we possibly going to bring in a few single brothers and sisters and a couple of families to join us here in the ministry. But the Holy Days calendar, that's what's pressing right now. Also, Brother Tyler up there in Wisconsin, him and his wife had a daughter, and her name is Zion. Her name is Zion. And we congratulate them and hope they stay faithful and raise the child in the fear and admonition of the Most High Yah. I wanted to spend the first part of this broadcast tonight, because it seems to be a lot of broken and distorted and garbled language and understanding or comprehension concerning the ministry's stance on marriage, concubinage, polygyny, the world calls polygamy, our perspective and point of view. First of all, before we get started on that, and we're going to bring some clarity, okay? Because we are big on people being married. I mean, after all, that's one reason why he put us here on this earth, because it's not good for man to be alone. He put us here to procreate, you know what I mean?
Be fruitful. Yes.
And I'm not insensitive like a lot of these wicked ass preachers out there today, that they would rather for you to meet their conditions and standards of their traditions, and they actually require more in their code of ethics than the Most High Yah does in his law. Thereby binding people a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yes.
They bind you with unnecessary burdens. As Yahshua said, these people are so tenacious that they will cross land and sea to make one proselyte. And when they've done it, they made him twofold more the child of hell than they themselves.
That's stout.
That's stout, man. Yes. I mean, that's just how the Most High talk, man. It's just real talk. And Paul and all them made no apologies about calling people devils when they were devils.
True.
How else were the people going to comprehend?
Yes.
You're a devil, you're a devil. And so that, you know, we dealing in the world today that's got some backwards thinking. Now, our problem, what we're dealing with today, is that we are, first of all, you need to understand where we're at. We are Israel, and we are scattered throughout the diaspora. But yet and still, we are still in bondage. The reason why we're in bondage is because we don't have our own homeland. Because we had our own homeland, you wouldn't be paying taxes. I wouldn't be paying taxes.
Very true.
We don't have it to where our laws are supreme in the land. And the Gentiles are not ruling over us, but we're ruling over the Gentiles. We live in a world today. I watched again this week, Teacher Shane, as you know, the situation with Kabir, Ryan, and Jordan, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
I watched another news source up in New York. And what they put emphasis on is the Israelites carrying guns. They put emphasis on we believe in having, they call it multiple wives. We don't believe in multiple wives. I know it's crazy with y'all, but we don't believe in multiple wives. We don't even have wives. We have Ishayas, but we don't have wives. Because there are two different terminologies, two different focuses, two different meanings. It's like today I was looking up the word idiot. No, for real, I was looking up the word idiot, and crazy as it would be, an idiot is someone that is a natural free man that walks after a whole total different law or something. Tell you what, let me find my definition. Bro, can you fill me in here for a second for me, okay? I'm going to see if I can find my definition. I wrote it down.
Praise y'all, saints. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. Bless you all, bless you all. In the wonderful name of Yeshua. It's a wonderful thing, saints of the Most High Yah, as I said before, to be a servant, especially in this time, in this hour. You know, my thoughts towards you and for you is what is your mind on? What are you yielding yourself to? We know we are in dead season. We know that there's a lot of death out there. But what life are you clinging to? What is your mind stayed on? A lot of us, like Pastor said, you know, our minds is so construed. You know, we're fighting with the thoughts of this world versus the thoughts of the Most High Yah. And if we're keeping our mind on Him, the Word says there is a peace that should ensue us. We are troubled on many sides that we shouldn't be troubled on. Especially in this dead season. That's what's taking a lot of people away. They're looking at their own lives and not relying on the provision of the Most High Yah. When He says, I will supply all of my needs according to riches and glory. Read that as though it's still in a book, but it's not in our hearts. It's not in our minds. It's not put to practice. It's not put up before Him. It's not given an open entrance for Him to perform the things which He said. Mm-hmm. And He said He would do it. But what do we truly believe? Do we believe what the inclinations and the motivations of our heart is telling us when the Word says our heart is evil and it is desperately wicked? But when you look at the heart of the Most High Yah, which the Word is trying to get in our minds and in our beings, which should be propelling us, especially through this dead season, we got our minds too much on ourselves, too much on this life, and not much on His life. And Pastor has been reiterating, as we as the servants of Yah, knowing the terror of Yah, we've got to go some great extents to try to defibrillate your minds, try to get you shocked into consciousness, to capture your attention just for a moment. That the Word of Yah might have entrance, that you might stop all the voices of this world for an instant and listen per se to the voice of Yah, which is trying to reach out His hand and pull you out of your mire, pull you out of your degradation, pull you out of your filth. But we bite the hand that is trying to save us. We bite the hand that is trying to relieve us, trying to give us life and trying to show us life. Saints of the Most High Yah, yield yourselves to the Word of Yah. Be servants to His life, not your life. What are your hands doing this hour? What is your feet doing this hour? What is your mouth doing this hour? What is your nose, your eyes, your ears? I might be talking, a physical body, but we know as the people of Yah, we should be hearing what our spiritual body should be attaining to. What should be given attention to, saints of the Most High Yah. Bless you all. Bless you all.
All right. I'm purposely taking it slow here for a second because I want everybody to understand something. I know it's hard to get this through our sick, conditioned minds. That, believe it or not, I'm going to say this, I want everybody to listen to me. The Most High Yah does not give a damn about America or any other country on this earth. He made it clear in His Word, and you read the Bible, it's all about His people Israel. Every bit of it is.
Yes, see?
Every bit of it is.
Yes.
And the book says over in Acts 5:29, you can turn there if you choose to, when the apostles were being persecuted, they made a statement. They said, we ought to obey Yah rather than man. Go check it out. Now, does the Most High Yah expect for you to obey Him above the laws of America? I'll let you answer that question. Because I know that they have a twisted, warped, distorted perspective and point of view concerning obedience to civil authority out there. And of course, the people who believe in the pagan Jesus, not the real Jesus, the pagan Jesus, they quickly run to Romans 13 and try to make you believe that the authorities that are ordained by Yah are the authorities that the United States of America made.
Run to the world.
That is just nonsensical as hell. You got to be a prating fool. I can't even call you an idiot. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. And I'm going to explain to you. You go to the Etymology Online or the etymology of words, etymology.com. You look up the word idiot. It's from a Greek and Roman perspective. All right. Remember, there were 3 different languages posted over the Messiah when he was impaled, crucified.
Interesting.
Hebrew, Latin, and Greek.
Listen.
When you go into these court systems, they are speaking to you English languages, but they're using Latin definitions. And you don't know that. I didn't know that. Noah Webster in 1828 decided he was going to start redefining words. And yet he is used as the authority of words today.
That's true.
When words already had a meaning before Webster came along.
Before Webster, yeah.
And idiot to us means somebody stupid, dumb, the whole 9 yards, right? But when you go look up the word, just go check it out for yourself. The word idiot means you are a private person not under the duty and obligation to a society. That's us. Because literally, believe it or not, we as Israelites, strangers and pilgrims, passing through this land, passing through this earth. We're not under the duty and obligation to the laws of this country. Because if we serve the Most High Yah, his laws are already superior to every law that any man can come up in any nation.
Yeah.
Automatically, if you obey Yah, you automatically trump all the laws in the world. Because his laws is righteous.
Supreme, yeah.
And if you obey his laws and stuff, you wouldn't have any problem with any civil government whatsoever at all in the world. Because he's superior.
Yeah.
Is that too hard? Am I losing some people here? So an idiot means you're a private person and not under the duty and obligation to a society. Why? Because we are now in the kingdom of heaven. And it's within you. And he teaches us and instructs us to come out of her, my people. Come out from among them and be you separate. And for that, you got people today who follow pagan Jesus and pagan Christianity would tell you, if you obey that, you're a cult. Good. All I'm doing is actually restoring our culture.
Yes.
Because the root word to cult is culture. Now, it's a mess when you got the people who have no comprehension and understanding calling you a cult when they are in the biggest cult in the universe. There is no cult more pagan and more satanic than a Christian or a Christian perspective, religion, tradition, and point of view.
Very true.
It's all a prating lie. Every bit of it is. They believe in make-believe, fairy tales, folklore.
True.
We are people of truth. People of truth. And Paul said to the Galatians, have I become your enemy? Because I tell you the truth. And the answer is an emphatic yes. Mm-hmm. You will become people's enemy when you tell the truth because they have been so conditioned. So after this world sort, I'm an idiot. Proud to be one too. Now, concerning Hebrew culture, you have to understand America's not Hebrew culture. Mm-hmm. You know, there was a news source up in New York. First thing they did was put emphasis on the guns that was at the place, even though they were concealed. Then they went and tried to attack what we believe about marriage as if polygyny is sinful. Let's start there. If polygyny is sinful, according to the Bible, I will give the first person that can prove emphatically that polygyny is a sin, and the Bible says it is, $10,000. Cash. Federal Reserve notes.
Come on.
Put this broadcast, somebody put on the record button right now. I'm putting an open challenge to the whole entire world of theologians, religions, philosophers, Epicureans, Stoics. I'm putting it all out there to you. Essenes,
Yes.
Sadducees, Pharisees.
All the religious sects.
All of you. Now, just so you can have some teeth in the game,
Come on.
make sure you mean business.
Come on.
If you cannot prove it emphatically from a biblical perspective, meaning the Holy Scriptures, then at your attempt, you owe us $2,000. That's fair. Is that not fair?
Come on.
I mean, after all, if we're going to put up 10 and you can prove it, and if you're so sure, you'd come out $10,000 richer. But if you can't prove it, you're going to give us $2,000. Isn't that fair? So anybody want to come forward with it, bring the best you've got to offer in this world.
Ooh.
I'm going to tell you right now that nowhere does the book called Polygyny or a man having more than one covenant or a man what you call have more than one wife a sin. Neither does it refer to it as adultery. Because the news source, they it's amazing, teacher, because they always want to throw that in there, what we believe in that. Mm-hmm. We believe truth. Abraham's the father of faith, and if he was your father of faith as well, you would know that he had more than one consort. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm throwing out purposely all these different terminologies because, after all, you people are more intelligent than I am because I'm an idiot.
Maybe.
That's what I am. I'm an idiot.
All right.
But Father of Faith, he laid it down.
Yes.
And I might assert there are plenty of arguments that people come up with. None of them valid. Let's just try to stick with what the book says. And it's amazing how these news sources, they want to attack what is biblically true. But they'll never touch on the homosexuals, which the Bible condemns to death. Says a man lying with a man. Both of them have committed an abomination. Abomination.
Yes.
And over in the renewed covenant, it says that even the women did leave their natural use, burning in their lust. Even the women did. See, if there's a law that's already established as supreme for man, then that means it runs all the way down.
Must.
Now, California is teaching their school children pedophilia. California. Yeah. That's sick state.
Yep.
That's sick state.
They love Cali.
California. It's amazing that last part of that name. Fornication. It's amazing, isn't it?
Ooh, come on.
It's amazing.
Amazing. Yep.
But they never say nothing about lesbianism. And these people are supposed to be the intelligent people who are able to write about what is considered to be a righteous moral compass concerning society.
Okay. All right.
Isn't that amazing? So let's get this right. They condemn what the Bible condones, what the Bible regulates, what the Bible gives laws for, and the Bible gives direction for. But when the Bible condemns lesbianism, when the Bible condemns homosexuality, when the Bible condemns LGBTQRS A, B, C, D lifestyles, when the Bible condemns transgender,
Yes.
when the Bible condemns pedophilia,
Unfruitful.
when the Bible condemns incest,
Unfruitful.
the news sources don't write about this at all. They don't write about this at all. They don't write about a man going out committing adultery against his wife, or a wife committing adultery against her husband and having another child by another man. They are mute. They don't have a word to say.
It's not profitable.
Word to say. Not a word to say. But since you intelligent people out there, it's easy for you to grasp whatever they write and whatever they say because they speak your language.
Mm-hmm.
And then they talk about this idiot. I'm an idiot.
Praise
I don't know
God.
nothing. I do know this. I know I've been with y'all.
Yeah. That's,
Utterly amazing.
that's supreme. Amen.
See, the reason adultery or taking another man's wife was so detested in the ancient time, in the ancient world of the Israelites, is because, number one, it violated property rights.
Oh.
Property rights. And more importantly, it intruded upon, watch this, inheritance
That's rich.
via illegitimate paternity. You people gotta, but see, I know what the Bible says because I'm an idiot. But society,
Come on.
man,
Status quo. Come on.
I don't, it's hard for me to wrap my mind around it.
Yes.
They condemn the things that are righteous and approve and sanction of the things that are unrighteous and unjust. I wonder whose side y'all is really on. I mean, after all, the whole world couldn't have been right since y'all killed every bit of them but 8 souls. I mean, I guess y'all's an idiot too. Shouldn't he went with the majority?
Ooh.
Y'all's an idiot.
Boom.
He picked 8 people
Yeah.
and destroyed the whole entire earth. Guess what? All you well-informed people out there, you better become an idiot. You in trouble. I said all that to say this. We have brothers as well as sisters in the ministry. Only a very few brothers are capable of actually multiple covenants. You see? Believe it or not, I'm monogamous. I'm monogamous. You know why? Because every covenant is its own marriage.
Very true.
I'm an idiot though. You know what I mean?
Come on. Gotta think like yeah.
I mean, every covenant is its own marriage. I mean, let's say if I have 10 Ashayas, how many husbands do they have?
One.
One. They're monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
But you people out there in that world,
You don't understand one?
you are you are married by a state marriage license, and you have 5 girlfriends on the side, and your wives have 2 or 3 boyfriends on the side. And y'all stay married because of convenience. And you know each other are running dirty, but you don't say anything because you both are dirty.
Bound.
But I can't approve of that because I'm an idiot. You get it? I literally can't prove that.
True.
Because this idiot read the Bible and said, that's wrong.
True.
And some of your wives, you know, what is that old saying in the world? Mothers, baby, fathers, maybe. Just read an article again where a woman was at work. Matter of fact, an article. I was at Nissan in Gallatin. I pulled up we have a Nissan Maxima. I pulled it up in the bay.
Yes, sir.
Right? And I was asking him about this new upgrade or this mapping they have for the GPS. The guy didn't know what I was talking about, so they had to go in and talk to some higher ups. And while the guy was showing me the SD card that they would send me in the mail if I paid for it to get the upgrade, I saw this one guy walk past this woman that was married. Now, they didn't look like that they were married. She works there, and she has her own husband that don't work there. And this, because, I know that, right? He didn't have no wedding ring on. And he was kind of liberal. He walks past this woman, puts his hand around her waist, and grinds her temporarily from behind, and then walks on. And she looks up at him like this. And then just turned around like ain't nothing ever happened. I would love for the husband to be there to see that, to see what he thought about that.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Man. Yes. True.
I wish I had if I'd known it was going to happen or some way, I wish I had my phone on to record it. Because I'd have plastered all over the internet. To show y'all exactly what I was talking about.
Teach it. Yes. Yes.
So, you got you swingers out there. You got people committing every illicit sex that there is. And it's never written about, it's never exposed, but jump on what the Bible sanctions and approve of. Somebody got to go to the lowest parts of hell.
Got to.
Got to.
It's written.
Children are always linked to the household. And that's the reason why, according to our laws, that there were very strict boundaries on the women. They were not to run around in all this free sex. Run around having all this free sex. Having 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 men's DNA inserted in them. Because the wife or the woman is there to receive seed.
Come on.
Even in the law, it teaches you, they got this damn worldly wise thing called the three sisters. You plant corn, then you plant beans next to corn to grow up to the stalk and stuff, and then there's some other thing. The Bible teaches you don't sit there and mix seed, and you don't mingle seed.
Yes, you don't mingle. No.
And if agriculturally you don't mingle seed, then naturally, no wonder y'all made a death penalty for adultery. And mind you, adultery is always defined by the woman's status.
Written.
I mean, I may be the only way a man can commit adultery is if he lays with another man's Ishaya, or what you call wife, or another man's betrothed.
Come on. It is written.
A woman, if she has sex outside of the covenant and bonds and agreement, so you don't need no marriage license from the state in Yah. You made an agreement with your husband. And it is sealed in heaven. And of course, the way it's supposed to be sealed in heaven, if we coming from the purest sense.
Pure.
When a man pops that woman cherry, a blood covenant is enacted.
Yeah, blood shed. Yes.
Yeah, blood. Thereby stating, you are mine. Believe it or not, y'all still does that today. Believe it or not. Even with women who are of the world sort, that were not virgins. He actually still does that today. When they become born again, walk in the newness of life, a blood covenant is established, literally.
Yes. He's the same.
The Most High interferes in the affairs of Israelites. But if a woman goes out there and she's under contract, under covenant, under agreement, the property of the man, and she lays with or has sex with another man, death. Not only is that death, see, we can't give you the death penalty now because we're in captivity. But, hey, don't worry about it. Most of you are going to experience the second death. You better believe it.
Yes.
You may think you're getting away with a lot of stuff right now, and a lot of things are hee ha ha, and it's real funny. It's real funny. But you better be sure your sin gonna find you out. If a woman that is under a covenant goes out and she betrays that covenant, she's destined for hell, the pit.
It's written.
Period. Now, in the ministry, it's obvious that we have plenty of single, well, that's what the world call them. They call them single. I call them available women. Available women that have desires, that want to be married and want to be covered. Now, of course, if you're going to do that, and if you're going to practice biblical marriage, you got to get past that wife that is the neck that controls the husband's head. And I'm an idiot.
Come on.
Teacher, you got me cracking up every time I turn around. You got to get past that wife that controls the neck that controls the head. You know how beautiful families are
Real.
when they could be together in harmony, and there is no competition. See, one thing that a woman is concerned about is competition.
Ooh, give me that.
She's afraid that if a man takes on another covenant, that his heart may go out more to her. And I'm going to tell you, women, that men don't think like you do. We call the term sister Ishayas. Man, how much of a help and more, like I said, most of you women out there, you don't even have a friend. You could have a good friend.
Good.
A best friend.
Yes. Good.
You could.
Yep.
Providing that all you are settled up. You know, most of you, I want y'all to listen to me. You will tell the world, most of you women, that your man is good. What a good man he is. What a good man he is. And you so selfish.
Ooh.
You don't even give a damn what Yah says.
You'll tell the world, though.
Yeah, but you'll tell the world he good. And if he's so good and his heart has a capacity to love more. And I told you, the only way that a woman would be able to understand the heart of her husband is she has to be able to look through the lenses of her own experience through children, because your senses, common senses, fight against everything that is biblically sound and principled. You see,
Wow.
I ask
That is so true.
sisters all the time. They have 2, 3, 4 children. I said, hey, I got a question I want to ask you, mama. Go ahead, Pastor.
Make it real.
I said, which one of these children do you love the most? I love them all. No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. you can only pick one.
Plumb line.
You know, I've never had one of them today that even got even close to that. They still maintain that they love them all the same. I said, what about this one to get on your nerves? Or this one is disobedient?
Make it real.
Or this one that is stubborn? Surely the one that does everything, you know, surely you got to love them more. And without failure, the mother still say, I love them all. And I love them all the same. She literally she may have favorites concerning the way that they act and respond. But when it comes to love, there's no favoritism. See, that's the only way that you women can comprehend why a man can love more than one woman.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
But I'm an idiot. That's what I am. I'm an idiot.
Make it clear.
Unless you see it through those eyes, your senses rage against the machine. You can't get.
Listen.
And I realize
Listen, people.
that many of you don't want some psychotic, chaotic, cockeyed, cock and picking maniac of a woman coming into your family, messing everything up. And you got them too.
Plugging with the hands.
You got some women that I keep telling y'all that has not been diagnosed as mentally ill. But some of you women, if your husband was entertaining the prospect of another Shia, oh, wait till you see your Chucky, Jason, and Freddy Krueger personality come out.
Ooh.
Especially if you are less desirable as a woman.
Ooh.
I had a woman. Teach you got to quit it, man. Am I there?
No, it's just real.